Well, good morning, boys and girls. It is Easter Sunday and I'm very excited because Easter Sunday is so renowned for Easter egg hunting. And so, I thought we should have an Easter egg hunt. Are you ready to join me? Come on, let's go and see what we can find in my garden. I found one! Ryan's got the first one. Come, let's see what he found. Let's see what he found. Wow, look what he found. He found a blade of grass. And you know what? This reminds me of Ryan of Palm Sunday. When on Palm Sunday, do you remember when Jesus rode on a donkey into Jerusalem and they laid palm branches in the road and they honored Jesus like a king? They worshipped him. He was the king and the people of Jerusalem were saying, Jesus is our king. So that's our first Easter egg. Are you ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find.
I found one.
Jordan's got another one. Let's see what you've got. Jordan has found a piece of bread. Do you know what this reminds me of, Jordan? The Passover meal. Do you know, that was the last supper that Jesus had with his disciples where they broke bread and it was a remembrance of Jesus' body and the shed blood for our sin. In other words, Jesus was preparing his disciples for his death. So that's number 2. Thank you, Jordan. I wonder what more we can find. Let's keep looking.
I found one.
Woo! Ryan's got another one. Come on, let's see what Ryan's got. Look at this, Ryan. Oh, Ryan has got some silver coins. Now this reminds me of when Judas betrayed Jesus. Betray means he turned away from Jesus. He kind of said, I don't want anything to do with Jesus. And you know what? He was paid 30 silver coins just for doing that, for giving up his friendship with Jesus. So that's quite a sad thing that happened on the Easter story. Wow, number 3. Let's keep hunting. What else have we got? Let's have a look.
I found one. I think I found
Oh, come on, guys. Let's see what we got on this side. Number 4. Wow, what has Jordan got here? Jordan has got a piece of rope, a little piece of string. You know what this reminds me of? The whip. You know, in our Easter story, Pilate ordered Jesus to be whipped. He wanted to please the crowd, and so what the people wanted, Jesus crucified. So, Pilate agreed to have Barabbas, who was a really bad criminal. He had him set free, but he ordered that Jesus would be beaten. What a strange thing for someone who did nothing wrong. So there we go. We had a piece of rope reminding us of that. Let's keep hunting.
Yes. I found one.
Another one. What have we got here? Wow. Ryan, look at this. We've got some thorns. Look at that. Oh, they're sharp. Do you know, carrying on from the story, we know that Jesus was stripped of his clothing. They mocked him by putting a purple robe over him, and they put a crown of thorns on his head. Can you imagine these big devil thorns poking into your head? And they gave him a stick, and the whole idea was to mock him for being the king of the Jews. What a sad thing. He was the true king, but they decided to make a joke of it. So that's what the thorns remind us of. Right, Ryan? Let's keep hunting.
I found one. I
Oh,
found one.
this side. Let's see what Jordan's got for us. Goodness, what have you got, Jordan?
Ooh, interesting.
Jordan has found a cross. Now we know that Jesus carried his cross all the way to Golgotha. Another name for Golgotha is the skull, and that is the place where Jesus was going to be crucified. That's always so sad for me. Right, Jordan, let's keep hunting. 6 down. How many more to go? Let's see.
I found one, Mommy.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What is we here? Wowee! Oh wow! Look here, guys. I've got 2 nails. You know, we've just spoken about the cross. Jesus was nailed to the cross. He had nails through his wrists and his ankles, and his blood was shed. He was hurt, guys. Wow, what a painful experience to going down that cross for us, hey? Whew, Ryan, I feel sad just about that. Anyway, let's keep hunting to look more at our story.
I think I found one.
Oh, another one. Wow, what have we got here? Oh my goodness, we have a sign. This sign, I'm struggling a little bit here. This sign, come have a look and see if you can read it. Can you read that? Can you read what that says? That sign says, "This is the King of the Jews." We know, boys and girls, that Jesus is our King, but the people wanted to mock him. And when a criminal was crucified on a cross, they would put a sign at the top of the cross to kind of show what he did wrong. But you know, Jesus did nothing wrong. And the only thing they could say about him was, he was King of the Jews. He did nothing wrong. He was an innocent man. Isn't that sad, hey? Wow. Jordan, let's keep hunting.
Yes. I found one.
Oh my goodness, come along. Let's see what Ryan's done in this side for us. Wow, look what we see here. Ryan, what have we got here? Can you see this, boys and girls? We've got a sponge and a spear. Do you see that, Ryan? So guys, this is carrying on from what the men did. They were going to mock Jesus. And Jesus was thirsty on that cross. And so what they did was they dipped this sponge into cheap wine mixed with water. And that would have made him more thirsty. And they kind of stuck it up and gave him something to drink when he was desperately thirsty. That's what the sponge is for. And then the spear, right? They pierced his side with a spear. And blood was shed, because back in the Old Testament, when in order for sins to be forgiven, people had to have a sacrifice where blood was shed. Now this was going to be the last sacrifice that ever happened, in a sense. Jesus was died and the blood was shed on the cross. So that's what we remember when we find the sponge and the spear. Ryan, I wonder if there are any more. Let's keep hunting. Let's see what we can find in my garden.
Look here.
Oh, look what Jordan's got. Back on this side, boys and girls, what have we got? Wow, look at this, Jordan. Okay, so we know on Good Friday, which we celebrated on Friday, Jesus died. After he was he was nailed to the cross and the spear went through his side, he died. But you know what? Afterwards, here's a little cloth. Two men wrapped Jesus up. They put spices inside on his body and they wrapped him up in cloth. They gave him the traditional Jewish burial. Okay, so they were preparing Jesus for death. So that's what we're going to be remembering today with a white cloth. Right, Jordan, I wonder how many more eggs we've got. Let's keep hunting. Let's see if we can find one this time.
I found one.
Oh goodness, what number? Number 11. And what do we have here? Right, let's have a look here. We see a little stone. And after Jesus was buried, he was actually buried inside a tomb. And a massive stone was rolled, so big, hey? Massive. Rolled in front of the tomb so that nobody could steal Jesus' body. But you know what, Ryan? 3 days later, that stone was moved. Not by people. Not by people. That stone was moved. And guess what? That grave was empty. Jesus is alive. And that's what we're celebrating today, boys and girls. Easter Sunday, Jesus is alive. That tomb was empty. That stone was rolled away. Ryan, the story is getting exciting. I think, Ryan, there might just be one more. Let's keep hunting.
I found it.
You found it right behind me. Well, come and have a look at this. Jordan, there is nothing in the bag. There is nothing, boys and girls. Do you know why? Because Jesus was out that tomb, but he was dead no more. He's living. And so he is alive, he's risen, and today on Easter Sunday we can celebrate that. The mere fact that Jesus rose again means that we can have a relationship with God through Jesus. We don't serve a God who's dead or who's an idol or who's a rock. We serve a God who sent his son to die on a cross as the last sacrifice, to shed his blood, but to rise again. And that fact that he is alive is the deal breaker. So boys and girls, today as you go on your Easter egg hunts at home, I want to encourage you to remember every time you bite that Easter egg or you found one in the garden, to remember that Jesus brings new life. So guys, I hope you've had fun on our Easter egg hunt. Happy hunting and have a great celebration day today on Easter Sunday. See you guys next time.